Let me know if you can hear me, people. Yo, I am here. I am lighting my, what is it, palento, or whatever it's called, the wood stick and the incense and all that stuff. Oh, boy. Taking a breath for a second. Let's get this thing started, shall we?
God is dawn. Like and subscribe. Comment some night. Love in this light. This God is dawn. God is dawn. God is dawn.
Peace, world, peace. Welcome or welcome back. It is Goddess Dawn Speaks. Thank you very much. And I am Goddess Dawn, the warrior. If you don't know, now you know. Welcome or welcome back. Like I said, it's Wednesday, November 17th, 2021. I want to give a special shout out. I can't get my words together. To my deceased husband. God rest his soul. Today would have been his birthday. So, all of that aside, hope everybody's doing well. Happy hump day. For some of y'all, actually, depending on where you are, it could be Thursday. Let me start in the chat. Let me drop this link first and foremost. You see what's on the screen? It is a tragic thing. R.I.P. Young Dolph. Not like I was checking for his music. However, I knew about his hustle and, you know, we'll talk about it. I want to say what's up to the queens, Miss Della. I see you. No, you back. Yes. Yes. Baby Yoda.
Good day or good night or hello, how are you?
I am fantastic. I'm trying to just mess around with this. I'm going to leave the picture up for a minute. But yeah, welcome back. I'm just saying hi to the Warrior Chat. Oh, Chrissy Power. Wow, Wayne. Patricia Martin, hello to you. Lasting Impressions by Kim, peace to you. Beautiful Spirit. Let me throw these bells up here. Yeah, rest in power, though, young Dolph. I know me and Baby Yoda were speaking not long ago. She's like, now, tell me who is he exactly? And all I know is that, you know, young rapper out of Memphis, self-made, and he sounded to me like he was sticking to his guns with regard to holding out on signing like a $22 million deal. I guess they've been courting him and trying to draw him in. And then he started having attempts on his life. And some say it could be because, you know, you can so much. If they can't get their hands on some of it, then you can't have none of it either. When I say they, as always, I'm talking about the powers that be in whatever situation we're talking about. Understood. So yeah, it's really sad though. It's horrible, actually. I'm sure some more is going to come out because it was in a public place. He was getting some cookies from a local place. I guess he was, you know, in his hood, and cookies are said to be fire. And he was getting his cookies. And yeah, he was shot in the head. I'm told. Isha Stockton. So yeah, like, share, subscribe if you aren't already. If you are in the replay, appreciate you. All right. Well, I guess we'll move on. I want to talk about Porsha Williams, y'all. I don't know if y'all heard about this, but I just saw it this morning, and we got to talk about it. Let me pull up the story. Beautiful spirit.
Hello.
Hello, can BS.
Hey, BS.
How
Yeah.
you
People know,
queens doing?
hey, people know that's Kim because people be in the comments, Miss Kim.
Yep, Miss Kim is here in the building.
So yeah, I don't know if you wanted to weigh in on Young Dolph before we moved on to Porsha and R. Kelly. The floor is
um,
yours.
I would say rest in peace again and for him, but the rest in power is for your husband.
Thank you.
And sending love and happy birthday, everlasting, forever love, forever here spirit.
The spirit is strong. It's just,
Yeah.
so it's one of those things. One of those things.
As my
So
great grandmother used to say, she used to always say one of those things.
it's one of those things. That's
hmm
just one of those taglines, that comes in handy when it's just appropriate. It is
Yeah.
what it is. It is what it is. Yet another one. I could do this all day. So yeah, let's talk about Porsha and R. Kelly. She has a story.
Okay.
Why are we just hearing this story? Well, I won't say it's beyond me because she has a book coming out November 30th, apparently, and some of this tea is spilling out from through the PR work. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna pull up this article. Woo! So what's going on? How's everything going, man?
Going great for me.
Yes.
We're all here. So whoever's here with us, appreciate your time. And it's gonna be another great live, of course. With God is Don speak. And thankful. I'm thankful. I'm grateful to be
Yes, yes,
alive.
all of that. I'm ringing on that.
Yeah.
It's so funny. I was listening to it live, and I guess they thought it was funny. They rang their cowbell and they laughed. It was a panel.
Oh,
Cowbells. Cowbells, though? Come on now.
I guess they all heifers, huh?
I
Okay.
just had to put that out there, let y'all know I was peeping it. Okay, so Love is Fair. Yes, welcome back. Porsha Williams. All right, let's talk about it. So let's see. The title says, and this is from gossip.com. Porsha Williams recalls reporting R. Kelly to the authorities. He told me to take my clothes off, she says. Porsha Williams is getting candid about a shocking experience she says she had with an embattled R&B singer. The former Real Housewives of Atlanta recently shared excerpts from her book, The Pursuit of Porsha. I don't know if you know, but she has also a reality show coming out. I think it's the same title, the same thing. With People magazine that includes shocking allegations against R. Kelly, who was found guilty of sex trafficking in September. Guilty.
Yes. Bells to that.
Over. Inside the tome, Porsha shares a story about meeting the Pied Piper in 2007 when she was 25. And in another article, it says that a mutual friend of theirs, introduced them, or one of his people linked them. I think it was more so one of his people linked them, one of his
Okay.
scouts. When she was 25, with hopes of working with him for her music career. So I don't know if y'all remember, because usually those housewives, they all have had music careers and they all have put out a single or two since being on the show. And I think she has I don't know if I'm not, that big of a fan to know all that, but I think I remember that. It
Okay.
goes on to say the reality star said she expected to be driven to a recording studio when she arrived, but was taken to Kelly's home instead, and that's where things allegedly went left. In her memoir, she
Mm.
says that the quote happy people end quote singer told her to undress and she obliged. She says she saw him twice more and cut ties after hearing him allegedly abusing a woman. Okay, we just remind you a whole trial. We had a whole trial, and even before the trial, we had a whole pre-trial. I mean, and we're just hearing this, but okay, she got a book coming out. So here's this. I guess it's from the book. Someone led Williams to his bedroom and left her alone there for hours. Reports People. Oh, okay, this is from the magazine. So she was left there for hours, and we know that to be what a pattern. Things that we've heard have happened over and over with different women and girls throughout the years. Nothing new here. When Kelly finally joined her, he told her to take off her clothes. Quote, I've already put myself in this position, she writes in her new memoir, The Pursuit of Porsha, available November 30th. Plug, plug, plug. This is what you're supposed to do. This is her like talking to herself. That's what it seems. This is what you're supposed to do. You have to. There's no turning back. So, I'm gonna go on and read this, and I'll say what I want to say. But Williams saw Kelly 2 more times, and says in her book that she encountered several young women who were also staying at his home. She writes that she decided not to see him again after she woke up one day and heard a woman being beaten in another room. It says, wow. So I don't know. Let me see what this is. Oh, I guess it's just promo. Okay, cute. Oh, it goes on. Porsha told people who reached out to Kelly's attorney for comment, they declined, that she went to authorities to share her story. So, and I think it was Farinella that was the attorney in question here. It says, I realized it was my opportunity to help anyone who'd been hurt by him. She tells people, there have been so many other instances where I have been abused by men with that my mentality at that time was of an abused person, and that it was okay for me to be treated like that. As previously reported, The Pursuit of Porsha is centered around the star's intimate life story and includes difficult memories and private tragic experiences, including financial woes and life lessons. At one point in the book, she also details her battle with depression and suicidal thoughts. Quote, putting yourself out there in these times can be both a blessing and a curse. I want to share the real me and my story here, including both my trials, wink, wink, as well as my many blessings, end quote. She said in a statement to People, quote, I am more than a soundbite or a headline or a rumor. I'm a strong Black woman who has triumphed over adversity and owned every single one of my mistakes. My story is a journey of passion, faith, and discovery. And she's posting on Instagram and whatnot. It says, The Pursuit of Porsha, How I Grew into My Power and Purpose, hits bookshelves November 30th. Will you be buying? Will you be buying? I mean, I'm curious about this R. Kelly story. I'm wondering how deep it goes in the book, because it sounds like to me what we're getting is what she's telling people in her press runs, and some little sound bites or quotes from the book, but not the real thing. Because how do you take you're taking your clothes off, and you're saying you went back twice more, right? So that's 3 times. And we know how R. Kelly operates, right? He ain't just having somebody take their clothes off and then
But
saying,
nothing.
yeah, like, okay, cool, I'll
And then
call
she
you.
get escorted to a bedroom to wait for him.
Right. For
Okay.
hours. She was left there for hours.
Right.
So, and she's just saying
Mm.
something. So this is the power of, I guess, I don't want to say the thirst. I want to say just the fact that people don't want to jeopardize their careers, their connections, their opportunities for the truth. because all this stuff is coming out, you know, pre-trial, all these stories, these women, these survivors out here telling their stories and getting harassed and mocked and embarrassed and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You are quiet as a mouse, but you experienced it and you have a huge platform.
Right,
Huge.
she was there in the tone.
She
That's
probably
like
was
a K.
afraid.
Yep, that's like a K. Michelle story.
So now that you think so, my question is, do you think it's just because he's been convicted where she feels safer? Or is it the fact that she's coming out with a book, and whether or not this was going on with his trial, this was going to come out anyway? I don't think so. But go any
You
you
know,
guys
I think
weigh in, ladies,
when
queens,
when
queen.
she was there, when they protested with the Me Too movement in front of that studio, she was out there on the front line. No telling how long this book been in the making and the information been out. She probably did get threatened and harassed, I'm sure, like the rest of them. And especially, like you said, trying to pursue your career in the industry and the powers to be. She probably figured now that he ain't gonna never ever getting out. Maybe her and her assistants and them probably felt that it was probably now it's safe to say something. I'm not, but we never know. I guess we'll find out in the book, huh?
Yeah, I mean, all right. So would this be a book that you would buy?
I would. Now that yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, if it wasn't for her mentioning this, I probably wouldn't. But I want to know. I want to know, how did this come about? Why did you go back so many times, knowing, like, and what happened and why? I don't know.
I'm gonna buy the book. Maybe we can
Yeah,
do this for the next book. What you think?
yeah,
In the members channel. Okay, yeah. So I'll get the book. It's out on the 30th, and we'll do this as the next book. It's probably not going to be, I don't know. The Leah book was kind of thick. I mean, I think it was, how many pages was that? 400 and something.
oh
Um,
wow,
so, but I don't know. I have a feeling this one might not be of as substantive. However, you never
right,
know. I don't want to, I'm going to support her anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and get the book. Yeah, we'll do that. How about that?
yeah.
So, yeah, I think we looking light tonight, but I know that Choke is live with
Oh,
Donald Russ. I don't know if he's still live, but he was
you
live.
know what? Not to cut you off. Maybe legally she wasn't able to speak out because he was under investigation and indictments and stuff. Maybe now she got legally advised that it could come out now. We
Yeah,
never
maybe
know.
so. That's true.
Yep.
Good point. So
Because
Aisha,
I believe it. I believe it. I can't see her making that up and it didn't happen.
I don't think so. Like, who would
Yeah.
even say something like that? Because in my opinion, she admitting that she disrobed for him tells me she's
Hmm.
also admitting to have had sex with him, because there ain't no way R. Kelly is saying, and you coming back 2-3 times or however many, and you
Right.
also having sex. And you was in there for hours. Like, that's just what he does. He probably had her walk or crawl back and forth. He
Yep.
probably had a big gulp cup or two sitting in there for her.
And
What else?
obviously the music career didn't pop and we haven't heard nothing with him on the track. So that was all for nothing.
Exactly. She said she was 25. I'm trying to remember, how old was she when she got on Housewives? She was in her
Right.
30s.
Because that's telling her age now, 25 in 2007.
Oh,
Damn, he wasn't even done with his trial then, the first trial.
damn. You are so
Yes.
what? So I know in another, let me pull up a different article or a different thing. Hold on.
And I wonder who was the other woman that she knew for sure was waiting on him too as well. That's oh yeah, it might be some stuff gonna come out, honey. Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to see, and who was in the next room getting beat.
Right.
That could have been anybody. Somebody popped
Exactly.
in. Somebody named Wise Man popped in. Somebody I ain't never seen in my chat. They don't have a picture up. I mean, what do y'all say?
Nope. Nope. Not even gonna take a chance.
I agree. No, we're not doing that. Not tonight. So that is so funny. Wise man.
Not tonight. We're just protecting ourselves in the channel. So
Listen, it's Wednesday night. We keep it light and cute on Wednesdays because we work. We got to get up and do things in the morning. So Saturday night, maybe I might be with the fuckery. If you want to come back Saturday night, come try me, but not tonight. I had a long day. It's I'm
it's Hump Wednesday.
let's see. Oh yeah, this is something else I was going to bring up. Congress to possibly require mandatory military draft registration. So when women turn 18, they're saying Congress may pass this bill to say that women have to sign up for the military just like men. Or men, I thought men weren't doing that. And he gonna come back. He gonna come back. I don't want to ban you because I want you to come back on Saturday. Not tonight, though. Not tonight. Thank you. They left.
It's just hopping on and hopping off.
How many times have
I wonder who that was.
I've had to say not tonight so many times. Just flows out so easily. Not tonight. Not tonight. It's not your night tonight, baby. Queen Keish, wow, Wayne. Happy early Thanksgiving. Yes, that everything and then some. Okay, let's see. What were we talking about? Oh, let me take the picture down here. So I'm on Lipstick Alley.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a headline. So what do y'all think about the military wanting to women to sign up for draft at the age of 18?
I don't agree with that.
I saw somebody's comment like, I ain't damn war. I'm like, I exactly agree. Okay, well, there's an article. Let me find it here about Porsha. Here we go. Okay. So this one, it was also on the Neighborhood Talk on Instagram, and they had a little different quote that I remember. Let me see. Okay, well, now I can't find it, but I'm just going to go through some of these comments. So somebody just like us, they're like, wow, this is crazy. Did she only take her clothes off for him, or was there more? The article wasn't really clear. And I guess that's the point of it. That's why she wants us to buy the book to get the details. So like I said, I'm going to get the book and we're going to read that in the members channel. If you're not a member, go ahead and join. It's like 99 cents, or is it $1.99? I don't remember. Per month.
$1.99.
$1.99 per month. There's already content back there. If you haven't read that Aaliyah book, I don't remember the name of it. Baby Girl.
Yes, Baby Girl.
Aaliyah also, yeah, Baby Girl, also known as Aaliyah, or better known as Aaliyah. It was a good book. That's back there, as well as a couple of tarot readings. So somebody else said she was willing to be put out to be put on. Typical Porsha, no victim in this case. What about the girl next to her ass beat? Was she a victim or no?
Now, when did she report it to the authorities? Was it when he got exposed with the surviving R. Kelly, or was it during that time that she went back?
Well, we don't know that, at least from the reporting. So that's why we can get that book.
Yeah.
And she better detail it in the book, or she go get dragged.
Yep, I'm with the drag. They'll be banding me off.
She probably did.
Yeah, I think she did. She trying to sell these books and get on the bestseller list. That's the goal.
Yeah, but what more? What more can she possibly say versus feces and whatever, squashing and urine? What more can she say? Can I top that?
What she can do, if she doesn't tell us anything more, is just to, I guess, more so validate or revalidate or reconfirm. I mean, and I don't think we need that because he's not already been found guilty, even though some of his people, his supporters, feel like he's, due an appeal and that he's, railroaded and whatnot, set up, not even framed, but set up.
Right.
So she's just another notch, I guess, on our bedpost, because I say the more confirmation that's out there, come with it. It's artillery.
Yes.
Somebody said, I don't want to be one to victim shame, but seeing several young women wasn't enough to stop her from coming back. Perhaps she should have phrased this better. Somebody else said, in the closet, part 5,000. Somebody said, guess the book's not selling, and I guess that person didn't read. The book ain't out yet.
Mhm.
Somebody said, is she saying she was raped by R word by R. Kelly? And that's the question. That's where that's what I want to know if she's going to address, because
Right.
I'm just going to say, like, he's still facing more trials. And
Yep.
I feel like some people still need convincing. And sometimes a person like a Porsha Williams is someone who can, I guess, lend credibility, if you want to say, even though some people look at her like, oh, she just a hoe. I don't feel that way about her, but I feel like some people might just try to, that's what they do. That's what they've been doing. And same thing with this Illinois trial coming up. We read and so we read the indictment again, and just still shaking my head at the fact that we've got five minors
Yeah.
who are, he's having to face for allegations of sexual abuse, and it's definitely not okay. And it's not okay to just sweep stuff under the rug. Like, if she should tell her story, and everybody else who has a story, who feels like it's their time to tell it. Like, it's time to tell it. I don't see why
Yeah.
somebody should be prohibited because, oh, well, he's already been found guilty. Why pile it on? Pile it on.
No.
Like, it's called having somebody be held accountable. I still ain't heard no apologies from him. I ain't heard him say, oh, yeah, well, let me just come clean. You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
still there trying to say he's innocent after everything. And everything, to be honest, that trial really scratched the surface of the beast. Scratched the
Yeah.
surface of that belly, the beast's belly, I'll say. Like,
You know what? It's sad, but I don't think he'll ever apologize. I really don't. Because he's such a narcissistic, self-centered boy.
all of that.
Such a monster. He'll rather die before he face reality and be held accountable and he apologize. I think that's what he'll do. That's exactly what he would do. Because he's in his own world. That's all. Just because he don't feel like he did anything. He don't see nothing wrong with it.
So I'm gonna so this comment, but you tell your mom. So this person clearly is coming for Porsha already, but you tell your mom about your sex capades with getting pregnant with on your first encounter with someone you barely knew. Embarrass yourself with bolo. And that was stripper gate, right? Tell your coworkers how one of them is eating your stank box tonight. Multiple affairs with married men. Yet you want to keep this a secret when you could have easily used this to deflect. I give this the side eye. We all know it's to sell that book. Porsha and Bravo need to be ashamed of themselves. Trashy vultures. No need to lie on that man. I know exactly who made this up to encourage the sale of that book. Disgusting. This shit backfires. Okay, so this
Wow.
person thinks he made it up, and it's disgusting. And I don't see why somebody would think she would make this up unless they're just wanting to defend him at whatever cost, because why? What would she benefit from? I mean, I guess book sales. I guess that's the point. But it seems to me it's degrading. Everybody knows
Yeah.
that man got herpes. He's had that other doctor said syphilis too. It wasn't or gonorrhea. Like, he's dirty. We know he is. We've heard all kinds of stuff about how stanky he is. Crabs. We saw him itching and burning in an interview. Like,
Yeah.
he's
Well, I'm gonna
gross.
say this. with this Chicago trial coming up, it's still like a lot of sealed information that has not been unsealed to the public on him as well. And then since the surviving R. Kelly, I remember, and I always go back to that undercover Fed agent. Their face was blocked out. That in time, a lot of things, stories, and victims will be revealed over time, like more information and stuff. Because, like I said, even with my family member, and her name has not been publicly mentioned in none of the documents, but she is going to have testified in that Chicago trial because she was a handler.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know what I'm saying? And they took all her social media, the government. I mean, so we never know. I can't see her coming out with this book and this information, and it's totally false.
Right. Exactly. Especially if she's saying she was literally in his house. She met some
Yes.
of the girls.
How we know?
She
I'm
heard of
I'm willing to bet that she couldn't legally talk about it before, and now she can, and she probably figured, hey, let me even get some money off of this as well at the same time. Because
Exactly.
she was out there in front of that studio protesting with the other women that was standing up for victims when the Me Too movement started. She was out there. She sure was.
That's a trip. How okay, so she was 25. Yes, she was of age. But do you not think that's manipulation for she clearly wanted to try to advance her music career and the industry is rife with this type of behavior and circumstances and situations. But doesn't make it okay and he's a veteran and he should in 2007 he's facing his trial. He hadn't even gone to trial yet. And he's
Nope, and he did
so
have those team of lawyers and the record label and all that and the police and everything in his back pocket. He sure did at that time.
exactly. So it will be interesting to see when she did file this police report. And
Hmm.
I don't see her waiting all up until now to do that. But I mean, you never know with people. She might have just wanted to do that for the fact that she knew this her book was going to come out and she needed to have her receipts. Um, mm.
She
Somebody,
might
but
have
it's
been on one of those 100 devices. She might have been on camera, one of those 100, because back then he had
ooh,
cameras in every property.
I hope not for her sake. But but I was gonna say just the fact that she's 25, quote unquote, grown, and the fact that all we've heard so far is that he had her take her clothes off and she did it. His supporters, I'm sure, will blow it off as she was. Well, it says here she was willing to do it. She was grown. Like it's not. They blow it off. It's not a big deal. But
Yeah.
what they don't correlate is the behavior patterns with the other girls and women and the the fact that this is just another piece of the puzzle and it fits, you understand? So
Yeah.
yeah, now Porsha has become a part of the story. I don't know if she realized what she was doing by even outing herself like this because we
You
all
know
know
the supporters go say she's the takedown. She set him up. They're gonna put it on her next. She gonna be next on the list.
that's what I'm saying. She don't know what she stepped in. And any, we just know that the energy of the R. Kelly just situation is toxic. And we'll
Yeah.
see that because her reality show looks toxic. It do look juicy though, but it looks toxic.
Mhm.
She got the new daddy, the baby daddy, the all the family
Dang.
drama. Let's see. I mean, she waited in his bedroom for hours. She knew what she was waiting to do. The entertainment industry attracts people who are fame hungry, will do anything for it, sleep with connected people, backstab others, scam, etc. So it's her fault if anything happened. Like she shouldn't have been taken advantage of. And she knew she wanted it. That's the story. That's just interesting to
Mhm.
me to hear this perspective. And it's funny how people like this, and here they are, oh, but you calling Kenya Moore a whore for years and even said she had a rotten vagina. So what? Like, what does that have to do with her telling her truth about what happened with him? Like, I guess
Exactly.
you can't do, like people were saying, how you say doing this and you just now coming out with it. That doesn't mean it didn't happen. Just because you just
Exactly.
hearing about it don't mean it didn't happen. Like I don't get why it has to be a lie because she's just
And
not.
we all know with them reality shows, you got to bring some drama to get the ratings and stuff up and to get that coin.
Exactly.
A lot of those fallouts and stuff be stayed. We need you to come in here, throw a damn bottle of water in her face, call her all kind of names. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. Gigi, welcome. Andrew Staples, yes. Welcome back. He said bad enough they you talking about the supporters blaming each other for the takedown. Oh yeah. I heard them on that choke channel. They was well, there was a panel, I guess, yesterday, because tonight Don Russell was on there. Don Russell was making his rounds, I guess, y'all. He was on Tasha K. I don't know who saw that or who heard that. Um, I heard a
Yeah,
little
he
bit
making his rounds, I guess, before he goes sit it
before
down.
trial, right? Yeah, because he's like, I have in January, I have a dog in this fight, and why would I steal his stuff when I'm protecting his stuff? And just Sharon Wimbush, she was on the panel, I guess, defending her, who the fact that she's legit. People are questioning, you don't even know him, and it's funny to me how she gets a pass. This woman, I'm not showing her face. I bet you, if I was trying to come on there, they would be like, we don't talk to no advertise. We don't talk to no, But Sharon Wimbush, she can do it because she claims she had Bruce on her channel. She showed a wad of money in a sports car, so she's legit, and
Okay. So why in the world? What is so special about Don? Why did people need to interview him? What is he doing?
Don Russell.
Yes, you get ready
Well,
to go to jail.
the little bit I saw of Tasha K's interview with him, she was like really kissing his ass. I was like, wow. She was like,
she was.
the gangster. Oh, the Don, the Godfather. Oh my God, it's really
Yeah,
you.
she was sucking his balls sideways. That's how much he was sucking them.
Alrighty
Well,
then.
he shouldn't. What I'm saying is, he shouldn't have. He shouldn't have took his stuff. If um if Kelly, what would possess him to take his stuff? He didn't tell him to take his stuff. He still got.
He said he told him to take. He said he had permission. He took it to protect it, and isn't that alone? It should be a crime. You knew that stuff. Well, basically, isn't that they call that something having to do with evidence? Like I don't know, but you were out here talking about it. Why are you even running your mouth? Why are you talking about it? Because that tells me you're more self-serving than anything else. It's not about him. It's about you. Anyway.
Yeah, and they can't help themselves. They just cannot help themselves.
I don't know if y'all saw the choke episode last night or tonight. He was live. He might still be. He was, I don't know if they're still live, but
No, thank you.
I only could take so much, honestly.
Right.
I'm not really that interested. I just feel like
it's old. He coming in at the end. This has been going on for years. You're trying to get people on a panel to talk about what? The man's in jail. It's over. The man.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hear nothing about Ashante. I want to hear these. I don't want to hear. I can care less. So
well, he's been trying to revamp his channel.
So listen to this. So even though somebody made, let's just say, if it was a setup and people were bringing girls to Robert, underage girl, he should have known better. If you knew they were underage, why would you mess with them?
And that's the key to the term setup. Like he went through, he did it. So if you didn't do it, he would have been framed. Not in the setup, you fell for it. So he knew better. He has a problem. We know that.
I think the Chicago trial is going to be the worst. That's when it's all going to come out. Every little thing he did.
Yeah, even Greenberg said that Chicago trial is really his issue. He does the biggest problem.
They trying to minimize that too. But Miss Mocha just said in the comments, she said, let me put it back up. She said, I saw Don Russell. He made it seem like they are trying to blame the deceased lawyer and some others for taking R. Kelly's money. And I did hear him mention Linda Minch. He mentioned Susan Loggins. He said basically that there are people in his camp who were working with Susan Loggins. So I guess what he made it seem as though people didn't know that the others were doing it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like she was working with multiple people in his camp and they didn't know till at a certain point that, oh, you was doing that too? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
right. Not just me.
Also getting girls, I guess, in their opinion, so some girls, they may have been girls they sent to her just to say cry wolf and get paid, but they're for sure were real victims. And Linda Minch, R.I.P, is gone, got towed down in the middle of Central Park with her. I mean, she was murdered, dragged with
Yeah,
a van, and during the trial. So why is this not a thing? And didn't you say, Beautiful Spirit, you looked it up and nothing on her, nothing new?
no, it hasn't been only thing. No update on. They just verified, the license plate, and they still never gave a description of, what the man had on when he got out to check her pulse to make sure she was dead, or none of that.
Wow.
Which I'm thinking because because of this case, maybe that's why it might be hush hush. But I do think we eventually will find out what happened.
Oh, I think something else is going to be. There's got to be some information that's going to come out.
Oh
It was
yeah,
all
because
over
she
the
was definitely
news.
like a whistleblower. She was definitely a whistleblower in his case.
Well, it sounds to me though that she was also in on some of this money. You know,
Oh yeah,
the squeezing money out of dude, because that's what Don Russell was saying, that like there was a whole ring of people working with logins, and they were also sending stuff to Linda Minch to keep under wraps. So she had the key. She knew where the bodies were buried, and now she's one of those bodies, and that is really messed up. And this is just his. This is his circle. I wouldn't want to touch this man with a 100-foot pole with the energy
right.
he has around him. He is so damn toxic.
Yes,
Queen
he is.
said they need to worry about their so-called plan of his appeal. Then his stuff, what can he do with it in jail? Yeah, they are really worried. This appeal thing is going to keep them occupied for years. This thing is going to keep them going and getting them cash apps and growing their audience, because it's a cult thing. It's a cult,
Oh yeah.
and it's going to do nothing but grow, because he has more cult members out there. They just don't know that these YouTube people exist. But once they find out, they're going to be right on top of it like a beehive,
Right.
a bee to a beehive.
And all this, again, I there's no more career. I don't know why you think that somebody's gonna come home and he gonna do a concert. That's over with. Let's just say if he did, let's just say for God's sake he did went on to get something happened, technicality or what happened, and he got out on appeal. Then what? You think you're gonna try to what? The Chicago trial is already set. What are you gonna do? I mean, I don't understand it.
Andrew said his cash apps. I just feel like it's a way for them to feel close to him, maybe. I saw Choke had on his channel, R. Kelly reached out, let's do a panel. I think that was yesterday.
Oh Lord.
Love is Fair said, all of a sudden, R. Kelly in jail, Choke want to do lives every day saying the victims lied in the, yeah, exactly. He to me is just hustling the situation, and
Yep.
I don't give him 2 cents of my time. Like, no. You guys, I popped in there because I was listening to somebody else who was talking about it, and I was like, wait, what? And then I guess I was subscribed. I had to unsubscribe today. I'm like, no, you don't get my subscribe.
He Choke doing it for the hype because he been trying to revamp his fucking channel since it got old news about Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
His channel was a flop. Yeah, he
You
is trying
know,
to do something, I guess. I don't know what he's
tried
trying to
to
do.
come after Kwame Brown.
He's doing it with the wrong crowd.
Exactly.
He gonna build it up and it's gonna get burnt right back down to the ground.
He gonna be mentioning them damn superseding indictments. He keep messing around.
Okay, he gonna be right up in there. Hey, you Lita Reese.
They're gonna be your honor.
Joel Jackson. Joel Jackson. Yeah, we've been on almost an hour at this point. It's Wednesday, so we got to keep it cute and keep it light.
That fast? Jesus.
Oh yeah, 47
Yes,
minutes.
Lord.
Well, with that said, we can move on. But we were talking about Porsha Williams just to reset the situation, and talking about how she has come out and will be coming out in her book that is coming out November 30th to say that she had an encounter with R. Kelly. She got naked for him. She had about 3 encounters at his house. She heard a woman getting abused and she was out. And so I'm going to read the book on the back on the members channel. Please join. And if I could ever get these queens to come back there with me, I know I know Beautiful Spirit, because we on that.
Oh yeah.
We can get back
Yep.
there and do a live and spill some real tea and talk about some real stuff. Because sometimes we just can't say certain things. Because
Yep.
when the bushes be on it in the replay. But nevertheless, what was I gonna say? Ms. Mocha said YouTubers get
On
more
to the
facts
next
than the
topic.
media. Yes, they do. They
I
all
don't
want
even
to
think
work
it's
for
about R. Kelly no more. I think it might be 3% that really still part of his, follow him and believe his innocence. But I think the rest of them just doing it just for clout.
I couldn't believe that they were still reading transcripts. But
They still reading
I can
Azriel
only
transcripts. They still struggling with Azriel transcripts.
They
I don't understand why.
obsessed.
But again,
Congress is considering legislation.
Obsessed. That's what it is. Completely obsessed.
Yep.
I think Azriel's trying to move on. I think they need to move on also. And if this is the only way they can make a living, I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, I guess it's a good example of what not to do. Like, I would never do that. I don't know how people are comfortable with that, but this woman quit her job. I just still can't get over that to do this.
well, don't worry about it. So on Saturday, we will talk about. Hopefully, we will have more information about the Rittenhouse and the Aubrey trial. I know.
No,
Yeah.
yes, I'm going to actually play a 3-minute clip and then we can close
Okay.
out.
All right.
Okay.
I got a quick clip on that. Thanks for the transition. Baby Yoda trying to move this thing along. I hear you. She's the train conductor tonight. So we got 2 trials happening simultaneously, and it's so ironic to me that both of them are racially driven murders. Disgusting. And we have white men on trial, and boys. And let's hear this recap. Check the screen. Okay.
Welcome back. We continue to watch the deliberations that are taking place right now in Georgia as attorneys on both sides present their case. But we also want to update you on the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Jurors will have one less count to consider now. The judge, as you know, tossing out that illegal gun possession charge. Rittenhouse pleading not guilty to charges of killing 2 people and wounding another during protests following the police shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Jacob Blake being shot in the back 7 times. We will continue to follow that case as well. And as we find out from the jury what the verdict is, we will bring that to you live on BNC. But let's take a closer look at what happened yesterday in court. BNC's chief legal analyst, Laura McNeil, is here now. And Laura, the jurors in the Arbery family listened as the medical examiner described how Ahmaud died. Ahmaud's mother, Wanda Cooper Jones, says it was a difficult day, but she thinks the state did a good job. Take a listen.
I think the prosecution, the legal team, presented a very strong case. They were able to give very detailed information on what actually happened on Ahmaud on the day that he was murdered. It's now time to hear what the defense has, and I'm very eager, very anxious to see what they have at defense, because clearly Ahmaud was murdered for no apparent reason.
So, Laura, that being said, the prosecution has rested its case. How did they do?
I thought the prosecution did a stellar job, to be quite frank. Definitely their star witness was Dr. Donahue. That was that forensic pathologist. And he really, for the jury, showed the brutality of the killing of Ahmaud Arbery. We all gasped as we saw the pictures of the size of the bullet holes through his chest, and hearing how how his last minutes were as he was falling to the ground. He had bruises on his face because he was unconscious. So overall, the prosecution did a great job showing the brutality of the crime, as well as showing that Ahmaud Arbery was never the aggressor, that Ahmaud Arbery, to the contrary, was simply running for his life as he was pursued by Travis McMichaels, Greg McMichaels, and Rhodey Bryant.
I'm curious, as we were listening to the defense motions this morning, that is perfunctory in trials, that they try to get the judge to dismiss counts before they even begin their case. But are you starting to see cracks in the defense, the unified defense mechanism of representing all three as if nothing bad happened and they were all doing a citizen's arrest?
Yes, we're seeing that today in these motions for directed verdict, and seeing how the defense is really actually struggling, for instance, to justify that Rhodey Bryant was simply trying to document what happened. He wasn't trying to be involved in any way in aiding and abetting the citizen's arrest, let alone the shooting of Ahmaud Arbery. But that's really difficult for the defense to establish when Rhodey Bryant, in his own words in that deposition, talked about using his vehicle to block off Ahmaud Arbery, who was trying to run away from harm. And so we're seeing a lot of weaknesses in the defense's case. And so that's a good thing for the prosecution.
If you were their attorney, would you advise any of the three men to testify on their own behalf?
I wouldn't make that judgment call just yet. Typically, as a defense attorney, we're going to wait until the end of the trial, meaning we want to see how our case has folded out or unfolded, how the jury has responded to our witnesses. You only want to put the defendant on as a last-ditch effort, because that can go very bad or very good.
As we are hearing the prosecution rebut what the defense says with regards to how they want counts dropped, it is apparent that one of the things that they will argue is that no one on the defense side, none of the three white men accused of killing Ahmaud Arbery, said, for instance, stop or let him go, or, for instance, said, we're going to call the police. Are you starting to see now that if the defense decides they want to try that as a citizen's arrest, the prosecution seems to be prepared to say, no, that's not how it works?
Yes, I think the prosecution is going to demolish them, to be quite honest, if they put them on that stand, because not only did they try to call 911, they did not even try to render aid. To the contrary, they sat there and allowed him to die in a pool of blood. And so I think it will be, again, a big mistake for the defense to move forward.
Okay, I'm going to stop this here because I just realized that's not the actual video. That wasn't the video I want to show, but we can finish that up on Saturday, talking about that. I just want to say that Ahmaud Arbery trial is heartbreaking to listen to. It's hard for me to digest a lot of the things. I couldn't look at any pictures but they, to hear that they tried to run him off, they tried to hit him, to block him with the truck, and they said he was hit a couple times, and to be shot in the chest twice. He had shot, right? I mean,
I wonder, one of the suspects, or whatever you want to call it, I think they sent pictures of video to their daughter. I wonder, did she get subpoenaed and have to come, because allegedly she put it on Snapchat.
What?
Yeah, one of the men out of the three sent a picture to his daughter that was at the house, and she put it on Snapchat. I don't know if it was after they killed him or during, but it was incriminating. I was wondering why the hell her ass didn't get arrested.
Right. On Snapchat. What is wrong with these people?
Okay, well, we'll pick this up on Saturday.
You know what happened?
Pretty sure we still got 2 more days of testimony. Hopefully they wrap that up soon.
Well, in this trial,
we're still waiting on the Rittenhouse verdict to come through.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. The Kyle Rittenhouse trial, the jury's still out. The defense, though, they cry mistrial at every turn, and they're trying to cry mistrial again due to some type of drone incident. So yeah. Okay. You know what, Baby Yoda? I'm gonna smack you around today. I'll give you a break tonight, but
what?
I appreciate y'all. Much love. Please catch the replay if you missed the whole thing here. And we'll see y'all on Saturday night. All right.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Good night.
Peace.